live trading pre-market day trading show. You're listening to the Real Life Trading pre-market day trading show.
Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? What is going on? This is Johnny Warko, and you are in the Real Life Trading morning show. How is it going? Hope everybody is doing stupendous. I'm doing great. I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll. We're live on YouTube. What is happening, everybody? What is going on? Morning show. How is it going? Hope ready to roll. Is so doing stupendous in the morning now. I'm doing great. I hope you guys what is are up, ready Simon? To rock how you doing, man? Roll. We're live on YouTube. All right. What is happening, everybody? I don't know what is going on. I still haven't been able to get my chat. How is it going? Anyway, we'll figure it out. I can't get on the dang. I'm doing great. What is up, Simon? How you doing, man? I don't know what's going on. We're live on YouTube. All right, get those. What is happening? I don't know. Out and I don't know what is going on. I still haven't been able to get my chat. How is it going? Anyway, we'll figure it out. I can't get on the dang. I'm doing great. What is up, Simon? How you doing, man? I don't know what's we're live on YouTube. All right. Hello, Lucy. I don't know. All right. I don't know what is going on. I still haven't been able to get my chat going. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I can't get on today. I'm doing great. What is up, Simon? How you doing, man? I don't know what's we're live on YouTube. All right. Hello, Lucy. I don't know what's going on. Lucy, what are you saying? I still haven't been able to get my chat going. Anyway, we'll figure it out. I can't get on today. Are you saying doing great? Simon, how you doing, man? I don't know what's we're live on YouTube. How you doing? Hello, Lucy. I figured it out. What's going on, Lucy? What are you saying? I still haven't been able to get my chat going. Anyway, we'll figure it out. How about now? Is that working better now? Okay. I guess what I got to do is shut down that that YouTube window. We'll get a hang of this one of these days. It says I'm live on Zoom. So, yeah, it should be all good to go, I guess. Anyway, I got great news for you guys and girls. The boss said use the 10 EMA strategy today in the beginner room. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be focusing on the 10 EMA strategy. Yeah, it is. It's the IAEA loop. we have a loop trail up here. It's called the IAEA loop. But yeah, I like the Aloha loop. That will work. Justin, what is up, my man? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Simon. I was playing around with it last night, and I am checked in on the old. I was anyway. Let me see where my tabby is here. Let me adjust my screens here. Can you all see my screen? I got a wide screen here, so I know when I adjust it, things go kind of crazy. But let me go here real quick. See, I'm signed in right here. If you can see that, I'm signed in to the Real Life Trading YouTube, so I don't get it. You are live, but your YouTube not on RLT, but you can check it out later. Yeah, I don't understand it. Because, you know, when I go in to go live on in the morning, if I use the RLT button, then I don't have access for some reason. I don't know. I'll have to get the techies to worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Just remind me to close down my YouTube before we get going. All right, let me see what I can do. I need to adjust my screens a little bit here so I can get Slack over here. We'll put this over like that because I got responsibilities to report into Slack. So make sure I'm doing that. Let me adjust my screen back over here. All right, so just make sure everybody, can you hear me fine? And can you see my screen fine? Everybody tracking? Just throw me a yes or no. Steven Jackson, how you doing, buddy? Simon, okay, good to go. So Steven, I don't know if you heard me or not, but Jeremy gave me the okay to go with the 10 EMA strategy. So that is what I'm going to be using. So kind of new for everybody still. So we're going to be kind of going slow and mo, but yeah, that's what we'll do. Anyway, let's go check out the markets. So everybody's probably saying, damn, Johnny, you got all kinds of mess on your screen. I do at that. So anyway, these orange lines, for those of you who don't know, all these orange lines are gaps. So you can see a little bit of a gap right here on the old SPY. Looks like we're coming down pretty hard, man. Jeremy said, what, a couple of weeks ago, if we close below this high wave, we're in deep kimchi maybe. So we got to close there. We're looking like we're a nice bullish move here too. So looks like now these all these bulls are going to get trapped. It looks like we're coming down for this wick. Looks like we're coming down for this 100. Looks like we're coming down for this gap to be filled. We got, yeah. So any of these bulls here got in here. We got this wick to think about as a target later on, probably next week. And then we got another gap over here. So we'll see. We got higher highs here. I'm hoping we can just maybe bounce off this 100. That's what I'm hoping for. What do we got on the weekly? The weekly speakly, we got that 20 still kind of holding us up. So, yep, we'll keep an eyeball on it. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we just come down here and bounce and then go. Anyway, that's what I'm hoping for. Let's see on the Qs. So not quite as pretty on the Qs, actually. Got weekly double top there. We got lower highs here. We got this wick here for all them bulls that went bullish this earlier this week. We got the 200 down here. I think we got a gap down here too, don't we? Got a little bit of a gap going on. Let me put that gap on there so I can keep an eyeball on it. I use orange lines for my gap, as you all know, who you're probably tired and sick and tired of hearing me talk about that. We got that little gap, so maybe we're just going to come down here and throw a wick there and then fill that gap. All right, so I'm changing my little color scheme here a little bit. So used to be these were gap and goes and these were retest gaps. So what I'm going to do now is the greens are based on the 10 EMA strategy. So let me see if I can throw this on here. And this is all for all the beginner room people. So just make sure if you don't have this strategy, I kind of rewrote this strategy a little bit just to help me understand it a little bit. So at opening, the stock needs to gap above or below the high or the low of the day in order for us to take the 10 EMA strategy. And then you can see we have to wait 20 minutes if it's not gapping above or below. So then we have to make sure that the high or the low is taken out, right? Or prior day bear candle gapping above open, or prior day bull candle gapping below open. In other words, that's an inside day gap and go. We saw that yesterday on the video. And if none of that happens, then we got to wait 60 minutes or we wait till the high of the day gets taken out. I think that's what it was on the video. The high of the day got taken out. So I can refer back to that. If you don't have that, you can drop me an email at johnny@reallifetrading.com. I'll send you that strategy. Johnny spelled Jonny. And yeah, otherwise, let's start looking at these. All right, so AMD, what are we doing here? So AMD, we had a big bearish candle yesterday. We got the 100 down here. Just looks like the SPY and the Qs got a bunch of bulls came in, and now we got everybody trapped, potentially coming down here, stop people out. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is come on down and bounce later on today. Today is Friday. It's Aloha Friday. So, you know, we get funky Fridays happening. Yep. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we may come down here however long it takes us and then bounce. So Tesla, so these ones that are, it's gapping outside of yesterday's range, I got green here. So these are all green. So this means that since they're gapping outside of yesterday's range, that we could take it, we don't have to wait. We can take it right from opening. So Tesla, let's just go look at AMD while we're looking at it, just check and see what we got on the weekly too. I like to do that. I like to check out the weekly average true range too. We got $13 on AMD. So this may tell us, you know, help us a little bit as far as whether we're going to come down and bounce later or what we're going to do. Let's just go see. So you can see we've gone about 16 bucks already, right? And the average for the last 14 weeks has been about 13.31. So we've already gone past the average for the week. So let me get that out of here, or I'll think that's the average true range for the day. Let me do something real quick. So yeah, you can see this is the average for the week. So we're down past that. Get rid of that. So I'm thinking, yeah, we can come down here and still be in there and then bounce back on up. Let's go look at Tesla. Tesla, we were at the 50. Now we're gapping right down to little. I got a little bit of support going on down here. You can see my candles line up, got a little bit of support. So we're kind of gapping down to support. So what are we going to do? Maybe doing the same kind of potential thing down here, take this wick out and then roll it. So we'll be looking to take 1.2 R's, 1.4 R's on that EMA, 10 EMA strategy. So maybe we can get in and get out with some money in our pocket. All right. Let's go look at the weekly. So weekly, yep, you can see we got that 20 right there. We got, what do we got on the weekly on our average? Man, we got 112 bucks on the week. So let's go into that. We'll see what we got. See where 112 bucks. So everything looks like we've moved the weekly average already so far. All right. So that's the Tesla, the blocks, the Roblox gapping down. I might be getting put some shares, man. I got a put sale down here at 70. So that tells me, or tells everybody, if Roblox is down below 70 come January 28th, John is going to own about 100 shares of that bad boy. Which, when I got into this put sale, I was saying, yep, I certainly wouldn't mind owning Roblox down at 70. So I'm okay with that. I got some nice premium and yep, ready to rock on that. But anyway, we're down below that wick, which is unlike most of the other ones, but we already took out them bulls. What do we got? We got a little bit of support zone going down here, starting about 77 or so. So we could bounce anytime here. If you look at this purple line, this would be a beautiful place to go ahead and bounce at. We got a little bit of a trend coming up here since Roblox opened. So wouldn't that be lovely if we just came down here and bounced? That's why a couple of things why I had my put sale down at 70 is because I figured, okay, we've got even this channel here. We're going to be down here at this bottom of this channel. this diagonally descending channel right here, this pullback. So I'm thinking we do get a bounce somewhere down here. But yeah, we got a lot of things to get us to bounce. That's why I went with that 70 put sale. Makes sense to everybody? Hope so. Anyway, what do we got on roadblocks on the weekly? How much time I got? We got about 15 minutes. We're good to go. We got, I wish I could figure out one day how to have my ATR reset. I got 1555 on the week here. Let me see what we got. Let me see what we got here. So we got plenty on the week. Wow. So weekly could bring us all the way down here to this, right down here, take all these bulls out, potentially still. Anybody got their stops there? Probably nobody's got their stops there, because anybody who went long here, this is the weekly, obviously, they probably all got stopped out way up here. So, but anyway, we still have all those things to keep us from going down deeper past 70, but we'll see. So we do have some room on the average true range, unlike Tesla and AMD, which have gone past their average true range. So average true range on the week will bring us right down to that trend line that we talked about a little bit earlier, that purple trend line. I think maybe what I'm going to do is make this red so we know we're not confused. I don't want to be anybody confused. Miss Marta Gray Kempton in the house, everybody. Stand up and give her a round of applause. And good morning, Marta. How you doing? Yeah, I know, girlfriend. We got to catch up, man. Yeah. All is fantastico. All right, so we got roadblocks. We got, let's go check out Apple, because we got about 13 minutes before the market opens. So Apple, yep, Apple, we coming down here looking like we got some nice support down here. Apple, I better put me a support line down there, because we do have a little bit of a support area down there, right about 168-ish. We got the 50 going on. Ron Hawley in the house. Hello, my brother. What is happening, Ronald? For those of you just coming in late, Jeremy Alexander Newsom, extraordinaire, stock crusher, lover of life, told me to use the 10 EMA strategy today. So that's what we're going to be doing, 10 EMA strategy. But thanks for joining us, Ron. It's always awesomely pleasure to have you, an awesomely pleasure to have you in the house. Something like that. Is that, I never was for speaking proper English, so hope you all don't mind. All right, quit messing around, Johnny. Gap and down, retest gap. And remember, all these so far have been retest gaps, right? Gap and down, let's see what we got. We got that support down here. Obviously, we got the 50 down here. Let's go check out on the weekly. See, we got that 10 right there, that red line, that little red line right there. That's the 10. We got, how much we got on the weekly feekly? We got $8.40. Let's see if we've gone 840 or not. Yeah, so we've gone about 840 on Apple. For those coming in late, I'm just thinking we're going to come down and bounce. Hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But yeah, overall on the overall indices, we may be coming down a little bit. Anyway, we got that 50 there, potentially hold us up. We'll keep an eyeball on that. We've got a red line to remind us there's a little bit of support down here. I think I'm going to put I'll put my red line right here, because potentially anybody who got in here may be just holding. So maybe they got their stop down here. As you know, the tickers love to come where everybody's got their stops. So we obviously got some stops down here. And potentially we got some down here where that 50 is. But anyway, just a little bit of speculation. So NVIDIA had a huge day on NVIDIA. I think I got that red line there. That might be, do I got that? No, I guess I was tracking maybe on the where it's going to cross the 100 over here, but pretty close anyway. So we got NVIDIA coming down. We obviously have some support right here with that 100. We got this little wick here for any of these buddies that jumped on here. All this volume jumped on here. They're coming to get stopped out. So I think if we take something pretty ricky ticky quickie, we might be okay to come on down to an R on all these stocks. But let's go check out the weekly. We might as well do this thoroughly. We got 2683 on the weekly. So we'll measure that. We got this, it's just an average, as everybody knows. So we already did about 29 bucks on the weekly on NVIDIA. So we'll see if we get a close down there on the weekly for NVIDIA. That would be pretty fugly. Did I just say fugly? Am I allowed to say fugly on the mic? All right. All right, that's what, no, we're all going to make ourselves money, Ronald. We gotta do this as a team. It has nothing to do with Johnny. I'm just driving the bus, man. We got a bus full of A+ traders. We're going to do this as a team, my man. All right. We got the boss said we can use the 10 EMA strategy. So kind of a no brainer, man. We're going to do it if it sets up. That's all we're going to do, because sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Anyway, it's been working very well, especially Mr. Newsom's been crushing it lately on the 10 EMA. F no, you're not. Watch your language, sir. Lucen says I'm not allowed to use fugly, and he says, F no, you're not. I love this team right here. I love playing around with y'all. All right. Quit messing around. We got one more to look at. We got the Delta Airlines. So Delta is, you can see I got Delta here in orange. We got FUBAR. Yeah, we're all, no, we're not FUBAR'd, but I know what FUBAR is. You rascal, you, Ronald. Y'all are making me distracted. Jiminy Christmas. Anyway, Delta Airlines. So Delta, we got Delta as an orange bugger right here, because remember our old plan over here where it says at opening we can take it if the stock gaps above or below the high of yesterday. So it's not doing that. All the other ones are gapping below yesterday's low. So we're able to take that right out of the chute if we want. But Delta right now, Delta's inside day. So we're going to have to wait at least 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes, it's got to break that low of the day, else we got to wait an hour. But anyway, you can see we're stuck right between a rock and a hard place. Oh, we got earnings. Is that earnings? Let me see. We already had earnings, huh? So Delta crushing it, man. 34% surprise on the earnings and revenues. Whoo, surprise of 5%. All right. Wow. Delta up on earnings, man. Anyway, that's why we got that big green candle. Volume came in yesterday potentially, but it's stuck now right between a rock and a hard place. We got the 10 coming down, pushing up on us. We got all this mess down here pushing up on us. I think it's going to be dependent on what the rest of the market does. You can see this is potentially a nice wave 1, 2, 3. So we're due for a 4. So we'll see what happens here. 4 being coming on down. So here's the weekly. We got on the weekly 325 on the weekly. Let's see what we've gone. See what we've done. So we haven't gone the weekly We've gone 233. The weekly 325 average, obviously, again, is right there. So, yeah. So it looks like we could start a wave 4 right here. Y'all keep an eyeball on that. All right. Since I've already gone through the old, all our 10 EMA strategy tickers, I think I'm going to go ahead and punch out of YouTube Live. So anybody listening to Johnny on YouTube Live right now, come visit us, man. If you're not a member of Real Life Trading, you got to come check us out. We're at reallifetrading.com. We're having a free week starting on the 24th. You can come and check us out and trade with us live for a week starting on the 24th. So just go buzz on over to reallifetrading.com. You can sign up and you come check us out and become part of this awesome team. We'd love to have you. Anyway, I'm going to buzz off YouTube Live. We'll hope we'll see you guys. No market on Monday, so remember that. But hope we'll check you out next week, and then we'll hope we see you at all the live sessions starting